Hey everyone, Michael Workman here with this week's resin market moves powered by ResinSmart. We're in December, and as we continue through the last month of the year here, we're seeing some pretty consistent themes across nearly every plastic resin family. And that's soft demand, long supply, low feedstock costs, and flat to lower contract price settlements. Let's walk through the highlights quickly. In polyethylene, we saw the market go flat in November despite a massive 526 million pound inventory draw. And that was the second month in a row that we've seen it draw. But even with that, fundamentals remain very weak with ethylene costs low, and producer December and January increase letters simply don't have the support at the moment. Polypropylene settled down a penny in November. Polymer grade propylene continues to trade in the mid 20-cent range, and inventories fell again. But even with that and run rates being low, we're at the bottom of the PP cycle. And if you had an opportunity to check out our Thanksgiving episode with Lowell Huvenen, our long-standing polypropylene expert, we are expecting prices to go up. Check that out if you haven't, and a deeper analysis as to why. But it's related to quarter one maintenance with respect to the PDH units that are making propylene monomer on purpose. When those go into maintenance, the market's going to tighten up in next year. Polystyrene stayed flat. Inventories fell. Demand is too soft to move pricing. Benzene is up for December, which could add some cost pressure in early quarter one in January next year. PVC is probably the softest market heading into 2026. Two straight inventory declines, but nothing is moving the pricing needle. Housing demand is so soft. It just is not supporting any increases in the market right now. The engineered resins, ABS, polycarbonate, nylon 6 and 6,6, it's all the same story. Soft demand, very ample supply. Feedstock costs are a little bit mixed, but the markets are finishing the year quietly from a pricing standpoint with no major increases expected. PET was flat, and feedstocks are continuing to trend down there. So even with the tariff dynamic continuing to be there with PET resin impacting the cost there, fundamentals keep pricing fairly muted. So across the board here in quarter four, it's a buyer's market. I know we've been saying it for weeks and months now, but now is your opportunity. If you haven't benchmarked your pricing or you're still looking to finalize your 2026 resin strategy, it's the perfect window to do so. Reach out to us if you want a final look before you go back to your supplier for the last time. ResinSmart gives buyers the data they need to finalize those negotiations with confidence. Thank you. Have a great rest of the weekend here and a great week. We'll see you next week for another episode of Resin Market Moves. Take care, everybody.